What is going on, guys? This is Michael Williams from Cartoon Universe, and today we have a quick breakdown of the new Star vs. the Forces of Evil Season 2 promo. I am joined, of course, with Haley.
Hey, everyone.
So this had a lot of crazy clips, and it gets me so excited for the Season 2 finale, because the season's just been incredible, especially this last month. It's just been fire after fire after fire, except for Trickstar. But a lot of great episodes, really exciting stuff. The season finale premieres on Monday, so next Monday, I think that's the 27th? Yes, 27th, and it's going to be an hour long, so it's going to be 2 full episodes, so I'm so excited for this. This is going to be absolutely insane. So, the first clip we get is Star being super awkward as the third wheel, and we see Marco and Jackie at what I presume to be Marco's summer break party, which has been stated on one of the episode descriptions. And then we see Star basically putting her hand over Marco's fist, so I guess Marco went for like a fist bump, and then Star went to like shake his hand or something. And Marco says things got super weird with Star, so I'm curious as to what this means. I guess there's some romantic tension, if you will, between the two of them that's going on, and there's like some weird interaction that's happening. And Marco, of course, would feel very weird about that, considering he is dating Jackie. What do you think this is all about?
I don't know. Like, I mean, it seems like it's both sides. Both of them are kind of like,
yeah,
feeling something else. I don't know, because like later, how we see like Marco with Jackie, and when she kisses him, like I feel like he's almost like has feelings for Star now, or like he's starting to feel different, or what Star's doing is making him feel kind of different. I don't really know.
Yeah, I mean that would make sense. I feel like in so the finale is basically comprised of Face the Music, and the description there is Star and Marco work with singer Rubariet to write a song for Star's Song Day. And then the second episode is Star is persuaded by her friends to ditch Marco's summer break party in favor of a more dangerous event in order to help take her mind off of troubled relationship with Marco. So we're going to come back to that in a second. I think that might answer our question. But the episode before that, which is going to air this Thursday, is Star, Marco, and Jackie attend a love sentence concert where Star aims to prevent Jackie from feeling left out. So I think what might happen is Star and Marco basically probably bond over love sentence and the concert, and Jackie's invited even though she's not really into love sentence. I feel like Jackie would totally not be into love sentence whatsoever. She's way too cool, skater girlish. So I feel like in that sense, Jackie was somewhat of the third wheel, because this was more of a Star and Marco bonding thing, even if it was more platonic and not romantic. And there may have been kind of some mixed feelings going on, especially for Star, and then Marco may have realized some of his feelings for Star, so there may have been some type of event that sets up some type of awkward interaction between them for the later episodes. So I guess we'll see what that ends up being, if that's the case. But yeah, so we learned that so Marco's talking to Jackie, and it looks like they're at a summer break party. Jackie's got like a thing of nachos or whatever, and Star leaves the party to do something dangerous because of her friends convince her to do some type of dangerous thing. We have no idea what that dangerous thing is, but I feel like there is some type of setup here where Star gets pissed off at Marco for some reason, which we see later on. I don't know what would trigger this exactly. Do you know like what might actually trigger Star getting pissed besides him like being all flirty with Jackie?
Yeah, just probably like maybe like miscommunication or something, or just when they talk and then he talks about his feelings or something. I don't know. It's like I have no idea what to expect here.
Yeah, because I feel like Star wouldn't leave unless there was some type of bad blood going on, and especially since Ponyhead's a really bad influence. But I don't know. We'll see. But we see that Star this actually could potentially be part of it. Star does like some type of cat firework, which is really weird. She makes a firework and cats come out of the firework, and it attacks people. And we see a guy like with a cat on his face, and he's just like clawing at him. So this could potentially be like something that triggers Marco getting pissed at her for doing magic and like destroying people and ruining the party, maybe.
Yeah, that would make sense. I mean, I don't think he's above for using that. Like, he wouldn't get mad about that. But I guess if she ends up hurting people, then that's where I think he'd draw the line.
Yeah, maybe she's like getting jealous of Jackie, so she keeps trying to do things that like impress Marco or make him happy, and she keeps making things worse consistently, and so Marco starts getting pissed off, and then Star leaves because it's awkward. But then we get some hype stuff happening. We have the magical council busting into Ludo's castle. We have Omnitrax is making a giant fist, which was really cool to see. And then we have Queen Moon back in her armor. So cool. Hekapu using single-bladed scissors or something like that. And they're looking at the eagle throwing up food and bugs into the spider's mouth, which is super nasty. And it looks like they're in Ludo's bedroom. So we're going to be getting a dope showdown. And then we don't know where Ludo is. I guess he might be training because I don't see the book anywhere. And I feel like Ludo probably keeps the book in his room, I'd imagine. So Ludo's probably doing some type of training. Maybe Toffee's kind of taken over. Who knows?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because when we last saw him, he was possessed by Toffee, although, yeah.
Yeah, so he could be like influencing his training somehow. But another more evidence that Star somehow pissed at Marco is Marco's like, hey, Star, and then Star's like pissed off, and she's wearing a sun hat for some reason. I don't know where she went. But yeah, Star looks really angry at Marco for some reason, so that's kind of more evidence that there is some bad blood going on between them. Not sure who started what, but I feel like between just friends and all the way to Star Crush, we're gonna get some probably multiple interactions where things aren't so cool. Mm-hmm. And then what's interesting is we get little flash cuts of people saying other characters' names. So we have I think Marco says Star. Star says Marco, I believe, and then Marco says Jackie, and Star says Oscar. And this is basically those four names: Star, Marco, Jackie, Oscar is like the love square. So we're finally getting Oscar again. I didn't really miss Oscar, to be honest. But I feel like he could add an interesting dynamic, especially if there's some awkward tension going on between Star and Marco, and I think we're gonna get some type of conclusion with this whole love square. Maybe Jackie ends up with Oscar. That'd be really funny.
I don't know about that one.
I doubt it, but that'd be pretty funny.
But like maybe Star will start having feelings, or like continue to have more feelings for Oscar, especially like she's not happy with Marco, which might lead to stuff like that. Yeah, and then maybe Star realizes Oscar's not for her, because especially since he's like kind of an idiot. I feel like Star would get pretty sick of Oscar after a while. So I don't know, who knows? Yeah. And then we see Romulus has a rat crystallized. So I guess the rats tried to attack the magical council, and they're probably trying to interrogate the rats or something, trying to get information on where Ludo is, because Ludo was missing in the last shots. And then this is where things get pretty insane. Yes. We get some green dark magic coming up from the ground, and we hear a voice say, "Hello, Moon," and it's Toffee. And this is, God, I can't wait. We might get another showdown like in the mural. They might actually fight. I don't know what Moon is using right now. I don't remember. Does she have a weapon? I think she can make her own magic by dipping down. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, so she'll probably have to dip down, assuming has the energy to, but she probably will. I don't know how they would even have a showdown. But it brings up the question: is Toffee back, or is Toffee just possessing Ludo? Do you think? I mean, I've been hoping for Toffee back, but was it like the only way that he could regenerate per se is like by his finger, like actually, that finger that they found. Yeah. Which would be all the way in Star's house, I think. Yeah. In her closet. So unless he went over there, or he, regenerated all the way and came all the way over there, then I don't know. Like, it'd make more sense for it to be Ludo, because we just saw that recently. But I don't know. Could be either, I guess. Yeah, that's something I kind of talked about in the last video, where we kind of talked about the episode Heinous, and how Rastakor is growing relatively fast. He grew an elbow this episode. And Heinous says at the end that she will be fully grown very soon. So yeah, we know Rastakor regenerated, got blown up before Toffee or Star found Toffee's finger and put it in the closet. But I know like Rastakor's pretty big,
So I don't know if Toffee would be able to regenerate that fast, or if Toffee needs, like, since Toffee's kind of available via spirit possession in the wand by Ludo, maybe he needs to somehow transfer her spirit into the finger for the regeneration process to start working again. Or maybe I kind of talked about this in the last video. Maybe there's going to be 2 Toffies, which would be pretty trippy. Maybe there's going to be 1 Ludo Toffee and like a physical Toffee, which would be pretty insane. But I think it's probably just possessed Ludo most likely, because we get to see the dark magic coming from the ground, so it's probably still, I don't know if Toffee's gonna be back. He might come back like at the end of the finale potentially as like a cliffhanger type thing. And then we see Star say, if you don't leave right now, maybe I'll leave for good. I don't know how that works, considering they're in Marco's house. So why would Marco leave his house? So I don't know what that could be really referring to.
Like, yeah, once again, it's like, I don't even know what they're arguing about in the first place exactly, so I can't really be like, why is Star exactly mad? Because it seemed like Marco should be the one mad at her after, like, if this is Star Crushed, where she's the one doing the dangerous, tricks or whatever with her wand. So he should be mad at her, not the other way around, unless something else happened, of course.
Yeah, something else probably happened, I'd imagine. Maybe the tricks kind of added to it, potentially. But I don't know why Star would ask Marco to leave, considering that's Marco's house. Star should definitely have been the one to leave. And we see like a clip of her leaving during her song day, which I guess is basically a day for princesses to get their own theme song, essentially, which is kind of like a throwback to the princesses, the classic Disney princesses, having songs that they sing that are lovely and dainty and stuff like that. And we obviously, Star has a rock song because Star's like, forget that. But we see her like leaving on the cloud, and she looks kind of upset about something. So something probably happens in Face the Music that starts this whole thing. I would assume that it has to be Marco then, because Marco probably does something in Face the Music that makes her upset, and there's kind of this tension this entire time. But I don't know why she would tell him to leave his own house. So I'm not sure. It's very weird. But yeah, Face the Music is probably where things go down, and Just Friends is probably like a setup for things to go down, and Face the Music, and then Star Crush is where that all kind of crumbles together and they kind of have to figure out their lives, essentially. And then we see that at the very end, we see Ludo crystallized, a quarter of a way crystallized. So Romulus ended up finding Ludo, which this could be potentially after Ludo Toffee's face off with Moon, potentially, and then the rest of the council like jumps in and fights them, and then Romulus crystallizes them, and Toffee loses control, and then it's just Ludo again. But we hear him say Glossaric as like a question mark, so it sounds like Glossaric might have actually joined the council somehow, may have found a way. Maybe they found the actual book, so Glossaric is able to fight for the good guys. This may have been something that was his plan the entire time. We've been kind of questioning Glossaric's motives and where he lies on the alignment chart. Is he a good guy? Is he a bad guy? Is he neutral? In Toffee's latest episode, Ludo's latest episode, The Hard Way, we kind of questioned if he was truly neutral deep down, or if he was neutral just because he was bound by the book. But this could mean that Glossaric has joined the good side, if you will, and the Magical Council, and is helping fight against Ludo, potentially.
Yeah, I mean, really, at this point, we have no idea about Glossaric and what side he's on. So yeah, I mean, I was thinking he's just kind of like, yeah, I don't have a side, as he said. But you bring up a good point. He could just be, deep down, he wants to help out, his former, or his queen, or whatever, and not Ludo or Toffee.
Yeah, so I think Glossaric might actually have a plan, which is something we've speculated before. But we'll just have to see. But it looks like he's kind of turning against Ludo, and that kind of makes me sad, because Ludo was really bonding with Glossaric and saw Glossaric as like a father figure, and Ludo's really lonely, and it's a bummer. But yeah, he might get redeemed one day. Who knows? But that's pretty much it. Really, there's a lot there, a lot of questions. And I like how Disney pieced this together, because it didn't really ruin anything for the upcoming episodes this week, but it also didn't reveal too much. It kind of left a lot of questions open, but at the same time served the purpose of getting us super duper hyped. Do you have any final thoughts, Haley?
No, I think we covered pretty much everything for this 30-second clip.
Yeah. did a 16-minute video on a 30-second clip. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Of course, we are going to review this episode these episodes in full depth on Monday. We may or may not do some reviews the rest of this week because it looks like it's gonna kind of slow down a little bit. We'll probably do a Just Friends review, but it looks like the rest of the Star episodes for Tuesday and Wednesday are going to be relatively low-key, but we'll see. Who knows with this show anymore. We thought Bon Bon the Birthday Cloud was going to be low-key, but that ended up not being the case. But thanks so much for watching. Of course, make sure you follow us on Twitter to stay updated on everything. Big shout out to all of our amazing patrons. And I've been Michael Williams, joined by Haley, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.
Bye.